UFC Noche makes 3 cards in a row where the UFC, I felt like, just didn't quite deliver. 8 out of the 10 fights went to a decision with a terrible co-main event. And yes, there was some great moments and great finishes on the prelims, great fights. That Arena Aldana cut was insane, but I feel like from a strictly fight perspective, the card just didn't deliver. I mean, look at the Raul Rosas Jr. fight. Not to mention that Mexicans literally went 2-7 on this card, meaning 7 Mexicans lost on this card, including their only champion right now. But let's get into it, guys, because I don't want to come off as just some massive hater, right? Because there was some good moments, specifically the Sphere, right? The Sphere looked amazing. I think we all kind of figured it was going to look good. How could they fail? And yeah, they absolutely delivered. At first, I think me and a lot of the fans were on the fence in the beginning, you know, just seeing the Sphere. It looked like kind of just a gate with like a screen in the corner. It didn't look so impressive, but then eventually the environments were changing and it just looked so good. I could only imagine actually being there. I would have loved to have been there, but sadly I was way too broke to spend $3,000 on some tickets. And I think we do have to appreciate the effort from the UFC, because they could have slapped together a mid-event in the Sphere and it would have sold out and would have been fine, but they put a lot of effort into it. Clearly really cared about the product. And in an age where we sadly have to go to the Apex weekend after weekend, it's nice to have this every once in a while. But let's get into the actual fights. I mean, first of all, the main card opened up with 2 awesome fights, right? Just absolute bangers. But I specifically want to talk about the top 3 fights. I mean, Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez. I mean, that kind of went as I expected, but credit to Brian Ortega for being tough once again, proving that he has such a good chin in fighting forward. And yeah, Diego Lopez clearly won all 3 rounds. I mean, that knockdown in the beginning of the fight was insane, but it looks like Diego Lopez is looking for a title shot now. It looks like that he is going to be the backup fighter between Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria, but maybe the winner of that fight does fight Diego Lopez. But right now that division is so complicated, with Volkanovski apparently getting a title shot too later. But that was a pretty good fight, and I think the whole vibe of the night, in my opinion, got ruined from this fight for multiple reasons, right? And I think that this fight is the worst co-main event to any pay-per-view since Rose Namajunas fought Carla Esparza, because yeah, this fight was not good. Valentina easily took down Alexa in the beginning of each round, getting like an average of like 3-minute ground control each round, and we knew that this was going to be Valentina's game plan. She tried to do in the first fight, she tried to do in the second fight. I thought she would have improved a lot better, but by now it just looks like that she is totally fine with just playing jiu-jitsu off her back, trying to get a submission. Like, what has she been doing the past 1.5 years? It does make me believe that maybe there was some sort of injury at play, because even in the other fights we saw Alexa Grasso look good on the feet. Here Valentina was doing very good on the feet. Could it have been the moment getting to her? It could have been any of those things. It just did not seem normal, and especially when you consider on paper Valentina should be worse. She's older. Alexa Grasso is in her prime. She should be getting better, but Valentina also deserves some shit too. I mean, she was totally fine camping in the guard of Alexa Grasso, a lot of times just sitting there not looking to pass guard. And yeah, you could only score at 5-0, which is what the judges scored it. It was pretty clear as day, and you would think the main event was as clear as day, but we're gonna get into the scoring for that too, because yeah, Sean O'Malley lost to Merab, and credit to Merab because he used his cardio, his output. Even though he's using a lot of grappling, you could tell he was always trying to do damage, always trying to advance position, unlike Valentina. That is the big difference. In my opinion, I think Merab won the first 4 rounds and lost that 5th round. O'Malley did good to hurt Merab to the body, but yeah, it just looks so bad for Sean O'Malley. I mean, in my opinion, I think this was the first time he fought a very aggressive grappler, and this is the kind of style we all knew was going to beat O'Malley. We knew if O'Malley was going to lose, we all kind of figured this was going to be how. And even though Merab did perform well, there still was a lot of weird moments, like in the first 20 seconds where Merab called a timeout of the fight because Tim Welch, Sean O'Malley's coach, was yelling instructions at Merab, trying to trip him up. For example, like O'Malley's coach could have said like, oh, Merab, shoot for a takedown, which apparently, I didn't know this, but is illegal.
That's fucking illegal.
And you can't do that. So yeah, Herb Dean did actually warn Tim Welch. Maybe if they knew that this was against the rules, they were trying to get a point deducted from O'Malley. I mean, that would just be an insane game plan, right? Then there was also the moment that I guess Merab thought the round was over and he got up, walked away, and O'Malley just went after him with like 4 seconds left or so. Merab just did a great job being patient, making O'Malley go first, and O'Malley just should have been waiting for Merab, feinting and letting Merab get into range and knock him out. The main event was alright, but I mean, overall, I just felt underwhelmed by the card, but I definitely love the graphics. Sean O'Malley also posted his reaction, kind of, I guess, you know, having a lighthearted response, but where does he go from here? I mean, this is really bad for him. I mean, this is legit like one of the first times he's faced a grappler, and this is what happens. Yes, he faced Aljamain, but Aljamain was clearly injured going into that fight. And yeah, so what's gonna happen next? It looks like, to me, I think the most logical thing would be Henry Cejudo, but obviously he's an Olympic wrestler. He is a bit older, so maybe that levels it out. But his next fight is going to be make or break, right? Because if O'Malley loses 2 in a row, especially like to Merab, and let's just say Henry Cejudo, I mean, I think a lot of people are going to start to just shit on O'Malley and say he's not top level. Umar was in the crowd. It looks like he's gonna be next, despite not fighting any real competition outside of Corey Sanders. Sandhagen. I mean, literally has beaten no guy outside the top 15. I would prefer maybe Umar fight someone else, but I don't know. At this rate, who else is Merab gonna fight? If you guys want to hear more about that subject, click the video on the screen. I talked about it at length there. Also made a video talking about the news that Michael Chandler's gonna fight Charles Oliveira and Conor McGregor's reaction. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.